there, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. I'm a UK-based independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and Simple Stamping Saturday is back. So I've made a decision that I am not going to do lives on a Saturday because it's cutting into my weekend too much. So Simple Stamping Saturday is back. And this week I am using the Sending Hugs stamp set. Why did I wait to get this? It's gorgeous. I cannot tell you how many samples I've made. And you're going to have to wait to see some of them because I'm going to share them over the coming weeks. But let's make a card for Simple Stamping Saturday, starting with our simple card. So as ever, oh, and look at this. You've got hugs and oh, wonderful. So that's the bundle. So I've got a basic white note card and envelope. I've got Memento Tuxedo Black. I have mounted the stamp, which is huge, but it fits on the front of a note card really quite well. So let's ink it up. It's a very fine stamp. It is very much an outline stamp. So get the memento over all of it and making sure I've got my card the right way up, which I have. I'm going to go a little bit towards the left of my card, stand on tiptoe so I can see where I'm going, and press really hard. Now, if you struggle with this, a Stamparatus is great. And actually a Stamparatus costs less than getting all of the blocks. So it's actually not, over the course of, crafting generally, it's quite useful. And there we have our wonderful stamp. Now I'm going to keep this out and I'm going to just clean it off very quickly, and then I'm going to stamp my envelope flap. But I want to clean it off first with my good old chamois. It is beautifully stained now, but that's fine. Stain is good. I wash it regularly, so it is only stained. And then I'm just going to make sure that that's basically dry. I'm going to pop this to one side for a moment and bring in my envelope flap. And I'm going to ink up just the top half of the stamp. So I'm going to avoid anything that is letters or further down. So just inking this up, and I think that is good to go. So I'm going to stamp this here. So I'm going to have to gauge where the edge is, and it's on this mark here. Do love a grid paper. It's just makes life easy. So load, aim, fire. And there we go. So there is our nice stamped envelope flap. Beautiful. Okay, so I can pop that to one side. I am just going to bring in one more stamp because we've got a whole selection of extra bits, and in the die set we've got a couple of label dies which are perfect sizes for these. We've also got some leaves that we can have separately. So I'm going to use the And Kisses, so it's Hugs and Kisses. So I've got And Kisses on my block, and just ink that up and pop that down in the bottom right hand corner. Hugs and Kisses. And that allows the fact that this is slightly over to the right. It's almost like I planned it. I've got some watercolour pencils, really simple colouring. I've actually got colours from both sets that we have, and I'm literally just going to colour with the pencils. I'm not going to bring in a blender pen. Because this is a fine line, it actually doesn't need blending out, because it is that sort of sketchy fine line feeling. And I do find that a circular motion is quite good, because then you don't get any harsh lines. You get that nice, just soft look. So really easy, and just keep on going. So I'm not going to have you watch me do the whole of it, because it will take quite a while. I know this because Blue Peter time. Here's one I prepared earlier. So I've got Melon Mambo in the middle and also on the dots at the outside, just to kind of bring that out a bit. Then Granny Apple Green, Old Olive and Garden Green, and then Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie. So nice and bright and jolly. So that is that with the matching envelope. So that's our simple. And then to step it up, I've done the same basic layout, but this time I've used the In Colour blends, and I've mounted it on In Colour cards. So we've got Pale Papaya and Polished Pink, and that's Polished Pink in the middle, Pale Papaya. The only colour I haven't used is Fresh Freesia, but really nice looking card. And then I had a bit of a play, and I had a bit of a play with some re-inkers and some isopropyl alcohol, and it was the 99.9%, so very heavily alcohol. And I did this background and then die cut it with this die cut, popped it onto a piece of basic black which I've splashed with Wink of Stella, so it's got a bit of a shine in the background, a bit of Polished Pink ribbon, the open weave ribbon, black embossing on one of the labels which I have cut down, and that's the And Kisses, and again I've got it on Pale Papaya and Polished Pink, and on a black card base again. So those are our 3 cards. So quick and simple. I say quick. The colouring does take a while because there's a lot of it, but it's certainly simple. Then step it up by adding more colour card and the In Colour blends, and then a bit of a technique. This is on the Shimmer White card, so it can take the initial dousing with alcohol. If you did that on ordinary cardstock, it really wouldn't stand up to it particularly well. But there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see, we're under 8 minutes. Whoa! There will be a link in the description below to the blog post that goes with this, which will have close-ups of all these. Over the next couple of weeks, I will share with you some of the other cards that I have made using this bundle. As I say, why did I wait? It's amazing. And great for all sorts of occasions, because you can have hugs that are joyous and hugs that are sad. And if you're in the UK at the moment, fingers crossed things continue well and that we've only got a minor blip, but hugs are actually allowed. But do be careful about who you hug, but they are kind of allowed at the moment. But this is an alternative to that, for those people that you want to send a hug to. Remember that if you've enjoyed the video, to give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you don't already. I'm going to try and have 2 short videos a week and then 2 lives a week, just so that we get a balance, because I do realise that some people don't like the longer videos. If you are on Instagram, follow me on that. It's Liz Yuille Old Stables Crafts, and it's Liz_Yuille_Old Stables Crafts. Just search for Liz Yuille and you'll find me. And also on Pinterest you will find me. So have a fantastic weekend. Fingers crossed we get some better weather than we've been having, because it's rained a lot here. And I will see you again very soon. Bye!